Yuno Hanaki. Did you know that our souls are connected by fate? What do you know? I'm Yuno Hanaki from production Kawaii's Hanamizuki. Okay, hold on. Hi. Hi everyone. I'm back. I survived somehow. Hi. Have a cough drop? Thanks. I'm gonna need it. Thank you. We missed you. I miss you guys too. Thank you for the warm welcome back. I will apologize in advance. There are probably going to be more coughs where that came from, and my voice is much better than it has been the past few days, but it's still kind of dying, so I might not sound full strength, full power for a little while. I don't know how long I'm gonna stream for, because I don't want to push it, so that's also a thing. But yeah, hi! How have you guys been? This is my first OniMon. What I want to be awake for? I'm glad you could make it. Still sound like the Yuno I know? Well, that's good to hear. Because in my own ears, I don't sound like myself at all. I mean, there are elements to it that I think are starting to come back. Before, when I tried to talk, I had to have like 0 inflection, so the whole time I was just like, hi. I am doing things, my voice is just a flat line, just pew. Like there was literally nothing. But I feel a little bit better, so now I can actually have a little bit more of an inflection. But yeah, it was pretty bad. You must have been really sick to still be this rough after 5 days. Hope it was okay. Yeah. I thought,
more than I anticipated. Thank you.
Fira, thank you for the $50. Finally, my Unonium reserves were falling dangerously low. Well, I'm glad I can restore them, even if I'm, still not at 100%. Ugh, my nose. I'm sorry. Weird, the minute I start talking, I feel like my nose is starting to get stuffy. It's kind of converting, like it's switching from being a throat thing to being like a nose thing. I think it was just like a really, really bad sinus infection. I think that's what was going on. It almost became an ear infection, because I was feeling a lot of like pain and like sensitivity in one of my ears, and I was like, oh no. But that part never got worse, thankfully. If it became an actual ear infection, it would have been so over. You know, verb, but real. So my ears were spared. But yeah, so it started as like a tickle in the back of my throat, before the Hatoful Boyfriend collab with Isla. And I was fine for that, because I rested and I had soup and I was basically like doing everything I could to make sure it wouldn't die during that stream, because that stream was voice acting central. Oh my god, I'm sorry. So that stream went okay, but then when I woke up the next day, my throat was like terrible, and I was like, oh no. Oh no, it's gone. It's so over. But, that was my break day, so I was like, okay, maybe if I just like rest today, I will be fine. And then I was not fine. In fact, I got worse. Like, it just... You know when you get a sore throat, right? And it feels like there's just something, like, in your throat? Like, you feel like you swallowed a rock, but the rock didn't, like, go down your esophagus? That's what was happening. I just had a permanent, like, rock there. Oh my god, my nose. I'm sorry. I sound like I'm doing my joke nerd voice, but I swear to you, I'm not. This is just how my body is acting right now. This is just a unfortunate circumstance. I'm sorry, I'm gonna sound disgusting today. Can you promise to not mute today? Actually, the joke for this stream was supposed to be that if I didn't feel any better, that I was just going to be muted the entire time, but I wasn't just gonna be me muted, I was also going to mute my music and everything, and it was just gonna be complete silence. That was gonna be the joke. I was gonna act like I was just talking the entire stream, but it was just gonna be complete silence, and then at the very end I would unmute to be like, wait, was I muted this whole time? And then I just end the stream. That was my initial plan. But that was only if I didn't actually feel better. But I feel good enough to talk right now, so... luckily that's not happening anymore. So instead I'm just gonna talk about what it was like to be mute while I was sick. Because oh my gosh. I did not realize how accustomed to yapping I became through being a streamer. Not being able to talk was torture. I think I have never... Yeah, I've never really been in a situation where I had to, like, not talk entirely like that before. But it was so bad. Even my human mother was just like, please don't talk. And she's usually, like... She tries to, like, force me to talk sometimes, even when I'm, like, sick, because she likes having someone to talk to. So the fact that even she was like, don't talk, please. That's how I knew it was bad. That's how I knew that I was, not doing great. This is her adorable nerd voice, though. I mean, my normal voice is already pretty nerdy. I usually get profiled as a nerd more often than not, but I feel like particularly now, at least in my own ears, like in my own head, I sound so much nerdier right now. It sucks. Again, I'm sorry. I'm gonna be coughing and like clearing my throat a lot in order to keep talking. So, Ganba to me and also Ganba to your ears, I guess, because I'm gonna be coughing and sounding like a weirdo. If anything, your voice sounds lower. Yeah, that too. I think part of why my nose is acting up is because when I'm on stream, I tend to talk naturally a little bit higher because I add energy. But when you talk a little bit higher, it's kind of like more in like your head. And because I have a bad sinus infection, where my head and my nose and like my throat and like everything is connected and like stuffy and icky and gross, talking with a little bit more like energy and inflection is hitting my nose, and so it sounds really stuffy. I am suffering. Do not Tuscaru this. This is not worthy of Tuscaruing. Please. But yeah, for the first, like, several days of it, I could not, I, like, could barely talk. Every bit of talking hurt. Like, that lump in my throat was always, like, hurting me so bad. And it was really hard. Like, I couldn't even, like, drink water. And in case you guys didn't know this about me, I love to drink water. I am a water enjoyer. So the fact that I couldn't even drink water without feeling like I was swallowing, like, a rock and 8 needles at the same time, that was terrible. I could hardly even take medicine. But, like, when I realized that I was, that sick, right, I got, like, a ton of medicine. And I don't like most, cough medicine and, like, lozenges and things like that. But I was desperate to get better because I didn't want to take too much time away from streaming. That's the point when you want to claw out your throat. Yeah, I mean, it's still kind of like that. It's not nearly as bad as it was, but it does still hurt to, like... Okay, well, today I can actually drink water and I don't want to die, so that's a win. Let's go, gamers. I can hydrate again without wanting to dehydrate. That said, I still can't really eat. There's a lot of foods that I still can't really eat because they irritate my throat, and then that ends up making water hurt again. So I'm kind of being very careful. But God, have I missed water. I'm so glad that I can drink water without wanting to die. I still kind of want to die, but like it's not nearly as bad. It's soup season extended. Yeah. I just, I'm definitely having soup after this. After stream. I thought about making soup before stream, but I was worried that if I had soup now, because it's also cold in Onigashima. Like really cold today. It's like really bad. I thought that if I had soup before stream, it would cause my nose to like run, and then I would be snotty on top of everything else that's going on today. I wasn't sure about all that. Me having to sit here with like 12 tissues while I'm trying to talk and just being like, like it's just disgusting. I'm already gross. I don't want to make it grosser. That was something else too. You know how I make a bunch of little like random noises when I just exist at my desk and stuff? Couldn't even make my funny little noises because my voice was so dead. That sucked. Try a nose rinse if you haven't. Feels weird but helps clear your sinus. What the heck is a nose rinse? I mean, I know that there's like ways to like flush out like your sinuses, but I've never heard it called a nose rinse. Interesting. Endurance stream till the tissues are all used up. What kind of endurance stream is that? What does that even mean? I can't even laugh. You're making me laugh, but I have to cough every time I laugh. What the heck? Man. I am a sick Victorian child. Any sort of amusement, I just falling onto my frickin' fainting couch. Literally, you shoot water up your nose and it comes out the other end. Simple yet effective. Oh! Oh, yeah. Like a neti pot. That makes sense. That makes sense. Get well soon, you know. Glad to see you back in any capacity. Sounds like you went through the ringer. I really did. I still am. It's still pretty bad, but we're getting there. Like even as far as yesterday, there's still signs of infection. So, but it's breaking up. The fact that I can talk like this much and I'm not completely dying is a big win. However, if after this stream my voice is gone again, I'm gonna be like, longer break time is needed. What's the other end of a nose? The brain? Well, I mean, the nose is technically connected to like the head area, sort of. That's why when you get a sinus infection, you feel it kind of like in your head, like your head feels stuffy. I feel that right now. My head still feels very, very stuffy. My ear still feels a little bit weird, but thankfully not to the point where I'm scared that it's going to become an infection. It's mostly my nose and my throat, I think, that are the most affected, but yeah. I just got here. Did anyone recommend spicy foods for your sinuses? Well, not in chat, if that's what you mean. I'm not very good with spicy food, so the thing for me with spicy food is that, like, I want to consume dairy so that I can mitigate the spice. And, you know, when you have a sore throat, dairy isn't the best because it generates more phlegm, and then that causes you to kind of, like, like, even worse. So, not the best. Steam is way better than spice, though. Yeah, that too. Spice can also quite irritate the throat. Miss Yuno, did you see my dono? I did! Thoughts on nerdy voice Yuno voice acting? It's possible, but I can't do too much, or else I will, literally explode, probably. Maybe gargle? Yeah, I had to do a bit of, well, this was the human mother's suggestion, but saltwater gargling to try and, like, mitigate some of the pain and, like, break some of the stuff up. Literally the worst thing on earth, honestly. I hate it. But, like, as much as I hate it, it does kind of do its job. Ugh. We have, like, a special, well, special. But we have, like, a black salt that we use for that, because it's, like, a stronger salt. Like, it's a more potent salt. So that's what I have to use when I gargle, and I just, bleh, bleh, bleh. Disgusting. But no, I got, like, these lozenges, I got, like, a throat coat tea, at first I thought it was allergies, so I got, like, an allergy medication to try and fix it, but it ended up not being allergies. Honey works well for sore throat. Yeah, the lozenges that I got are all honey-based. Honey-focused. Honey, and then there was, like, some other thing that started with an E. I don't remember. I could probably go get the package, but I don't want to. I don't want to right now. Do try the pure honey with lime. I've never heard of pure honey with lime. I know honey and lemon. I guess lime might be a little bit stronger citrus, maybe? I'll consider it. Luckily, I'm at a point now where I'm not necessarily as in need of things to cure it. Because I'm starting to be able to, like, talk more and stuff. It's more, I need to clear out my nose. My nose, and then, like, all of the drainage that's hitting the back of my throat. I gotta get rid of that, too. Because that's what's making this more scratchy. Yeah. But man, some of the coughing got so bad while I was sick that, like, I almost flew up multiple times. Like, it was just, like, body-shaking coughs. It was not good. Very rough time. And because of the, you guys know how that I had a family emergency, on that day as well. I had family emergency, and then I immediately started feeling the symptoms of that illness. And so, I was basically dealing with the family emergency stuff, like, in the thick of the illness, and wow, don't recommend that. Don't recommend that at all. Not good. Did not enjoy that at all. Please, I just want to be able to talk. But yeah, that was not fun. So these past few days have been, they've been, not great. Did you go to the doctor? I could not, because of everything going on. So I did not go to a doctor. I've just kind of been trying to, like, deal with it as best as I can on my own. However, if things continue to be, like, super bad, like, if I still feel a lot of the pain in my throat, or, if, what's it called? If, like, the stuffiness in my nose and, like, the drainage and stuff doesn't go away, then I'm probably gonna have to go to a doctor for sure. There's, like, other things that piled up on top of this sinus infection, too, so I'm just like, please. I am just one little Oni. I can't take all of this. My hands aren't big enough.
Thank you so much.
Dr. Funds, thank you. Oh, I forgot to add the other one, so it's 65 now, right? Yeah. Remembering how to do math. Yippee. Hopefully it's nothing that needs antibiotics. I mean, I can handle an antibiotic. I'm pretty good about taking my medicine, even if I don't really like the taste of most medicine. But I'm pretty good at taking, like, pills and stuff, so, if they had to give me an antibiotic, I'd be like, okay, that's fine. It's not that big a deal. If anything, I'd be glad that I had something that could finally, like, get it to stop. But yeah, it was very miserable. Not being able to, like, talk or do much of anything the past few days. Luckily the family emergency has sorted itself out. As the update on that, everything's okay there now. Well, sort of. I mean, as good as it can be, it has been sorted, so it is less of an emergency now. Is it the best situation still? No. But, it's okay. The point is that it is okay. Yes, it improved. That's the right way to look at it. Yes. So, like, that part of it's good. And then, like, it was only... well, actually, earlier today, my voice was not this strong. So I guess something happened where it's starting to, like, come back better, which is good. Yippee. But there's still so many things I can't, like, do. Like, I still can't really sing very confidently, so even though there's things that I have to record and, like, things that I want to do, I can't, I'm not at my full strength for recording yet, so, that side of my work has to be put off to the side. I'm gonna try and get back into writing at least, because I do have a lot of writing stuff that I owe. So I'm gonna try and get into that again in the next day or so. I'm doing my best. I feel like I sound so nerdy. Hearing my voice in my own ears. I was even telling my my mom about this, but I was just like, why do I sound not like myself in my own ears? Going to upload a full week of singing March in a day. I mean, I would if I could. I was thinking about maybe doing like a dedicated karaoke stream to fulfilling all the prompts. Once I felt better and was like able to actually sing properly. Oh my gosh, my nose. Sometimes when I talk, I feel like my nose is like snorting and I sound like a pig, and it's literally the worst. I hope that's not picking up on my microphone. You don't sound that different. I mean, that's good at least. I definitely sounded way different in the like earlier parts of the illness. But yeah, it's bleh, yick. It's just that your ears are blocked. That's true, especially because they're still kind of having that like itchy, like borderline pain sensation. I wouldn't be surprised if it was just my ears playing tricks on me. I do think that today, though, I sound the closest to my regular voice that I have since I got sick, so little victories. We take what we can get. Like... Still sounding cute? Thanks, man. I do my best. I'm glad I can still be seen as cute. Me with, like, snot dribbling out of my nose. Do you still think I'm kawaii? What have you been doing while recovering? Watching shows? Not really watching shows. I started replaying a little bit of Amnesia, the Otome game. Because I needed something to do in bed. So that's what I was doing for a little while. I caught up on some YouTube videos. I guess that's the closest to like watching a show. But I caught up on some like longer form YouTube videos. What else did I do? I read, because one of the longer form videos I was watching was a video essay about iCarly. You guys, I'm sure you know the one I'm talking about. I reread a little bit of Jeanette McCurdy's book. I read it like a few months ago, but I wanted to reread it in the context of watching the super long video essay, so I started doing that. Good book, by the way. Other than that, I just kind of existed. I'm glad my mom died one. Yes, good book. Sad to say I've never entered the iCarly verse of YouTube. It's quite the rabbit hole. What games do you play while sick? I mean, I didn't really play too many games. I read the Ultimate game while I was in bed. I played a little bit of Suika game. I played Star Rail when I had enough energy to sit at my PC. That's about it. Didn't really do too much. I tried to do stuff that was kind of like low-key and chill. So for me, that's games that have a lot of reading. Oh my gosh, the sinus pressure in my head. Ugh. Stop trying to nerf me. I'm streaming. I'm fine. I'll get through it. With the sheer force of will and determination. I will survive. My goal is to at least make it an hour, if not my normal 2. We'll see how I feel at the 1 hour mark. But yeah, suffice to say, this has been pretty bad. But I'm glad that it's finally getting to a point where I can communicate again. Because not being able to communicate, don't recommend. I really do have to wonder why it ended up happening like so soon after the family emergency. Was it stress? Like, was it the fact that I got stressed that my body was like, hey, time to give you a really bad illness. Your immune system is weak. We are exploiting this. Hours now. I heard going on a tangent helps with your sinuses. Math jokes in my chat? How dare you? Math jokes? I didn't co-sign this. Could have been stress reducing your immune system. Yo, we haven't done it in a while. Let's hit all the viruses. No, literally, though. Streamer, no! Streamer, yes. We can only make the math jokes on my terms. No, Mimi, don't leave! I'm sorry, I won't make bad math jokes anymore. Don't leave me. Don't leave me here. I didn't factor math jokes in this stream, neither did I. But I had the opportunity, I had to take it. You can't make a joke about sine and tangent without also making a joke about cosine. Someone had to do it. I had to do the follow-up. We had to get the 3 for 3. Please understand. If I didn't complete it, then it would have just felt wrong. Also, yes, I did understand the joke about factor. Here's my addition. Ha 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 ha. The jokes are multiplying. Ha 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 ha. Man, didn't realize how many math terms are actually like pretty useful for puns. It really do be like that, huh? Okay. It's like you never left. Thanks? I'm gonna take that as a compliment. Man. The collection of puns continues to grow exponentially. The math puns are integral to the stream. Muting the stream? No, don't mute! Come back! Why are you leaving me? Don't leave. Oh gosh, hold on. This is a big one. I need to mute for this one. This is bad. Oof, that one was yucky. That one hurt my chest. Ow! Ouchie owie! God. It's okay. It'll go away eventually, probably, right? 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 I hope so. I don't want to be cursed with these coughs forever. Well, at least I can drink water now when I have the really bad coughs, because when I couldn't really drink water, it really sucked. Water, my beloved, my savior, my holy elixir. I can't drink water with ice in it yet, which I guess is fine because it's cold. So I'm only drinking, like, water straight from the tap, but, like, it's definitely better than not having water. Not having water, I think, would have made this a lot more miserable. You shouldn't even be thinking about ice water, but I miss her. That's the problem, though. I miss her. I'm almost always drinking ice water during my streams. I don't mind tap water, but, like, cold water, my beloved. But no, don't worry, I'm not drinking any ice water. That was the only way I could get water when I had the lump in my throat, though. I had to, like, suck on ice cubes so I could get, like, a little bit of a trickle of water. It was the only way, and even then it still kind of hurt. You have to give each other time for the better of you. I know, distance makes the heart grow fonder, but I yearn. I yearn for her cold, cold embrace. I was starting to sound like you guys when I took away Ice Lady. Remember that series of jokes? Incredible. Blech. It'll be a treat for when you get better. This is true. Of course, the minute I bring it up, everybody is just like, oh yeah, where is she? Where's Ice Lady? Well, I can't have her near me, because if I breathe in cold air, that'll irritate my throat, and I'll keep coughing. So, she especially can't come out today. Must have been something I missed. Yeah, that was from my membership opening stream. So during my membership opening stream, I did like a mini escape room type concept, and one of the puzzles was figuring out the number of taps you needed in order to not wake the Yuki Onna, because if you managed to break her out of the ice, then she would attack and kill you. So the goal was for you to not completely break it. But of course the audience was like, we want the blue woman, so they were like desperately trying to break it. And And ever since then, everyone's been like, when are we getting Ice Lady back? I miss her. But luckily those jokes have died down since then, which is good, because why are you asking for this random throwaway character? I have since learned that you cannot introduce new characters to the overall stream universe without people wanting to see that character more than you. I have learned my lesson. I wanted the ice cube she was in. Why do you want the ice cube? Huh? Why do you want that? Remember the hippo? I remember him. I also remember him. You guys got 2 more, remember? During the Pokemon Direct. You got 2 more, thanks to, Kaya and Isla. Free ice? I mean, I guess? But did you know that it's actually easy to make your own ice by just, like, freezing water? That's also free. That's crazy. I'm a latecomer and it's my first time learning about Ice Woman. I still want her back though. No! You can't want her back if you never even met her! Not like this. How would I freeze water in a tropical country, you know, with a freezer? I don't know, dude. You have to have freezers in tropical countries, right? Even if they're not very good ones. Also, if you had like a really, really cold fridge, you could technically freeze water that way. Like a really cold fridge. Don't look at me. It's not like I have ice powers. What else am I supposed to say? Just go to Antarctica. Yeah, just take the water, go to Antarctica, wait for it to freeze, then come back. It's fine. That's how this works. Easy. Simple solution. There's plenty of ice in Antarctica. I know this, but like... Would be easier long term to just bring Antarctica to where I get my water. So you're gonna bring an entire continent with you, like, to your faucet? You don't have to bring the water with you? I guess that's true. You could just go to Antarctica empty-handed, with besides, like, a pickaxe, maybe. Get an ice block, and then bring the ice block back. But the problem with that is that you're taking resources directly from Antarctica, and Antarctica is already suffering enough as it is. We can move Antarctica instead. What if we just take Antarctica and push it somewhere else? That's what you sound like. That's what you sound like. I heard the penguins are pretty chill. I mean, they are pretty chill. This is true. That's genius. Write that down. If the ice wall breaks down, all the water will fall off the flat earth. No, not the flat earth. Don't say that. Not like this. She thinks we sound cool. When did I say that? Gonna need you to cite your sources on that one. I'm sick. My memory is not the best. Sorry, I forget things the minute I say them, especially because I haven't really been talking much these past few days. I feel like I'm just kind of yapping about literally anything that comes to my head, which means that I'm not really thinking about it. This is kind of what. Source, trust me, bro. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that. The Yap virus is spreading? I mean, maybe that was something else I got infected with, but I was already pretty much prone to yapping before then. So that's why you've been sillier than usual? Yeah, I've had to hold it back for the past few days and be very, like, quiet and monotone whenever I did talk. So now that I can talk with a little bit of inflection, I'm going a little bit silly with it. A little bit goofy. We're doing a little bit of a funny silly. So, I apologize for that, I guess. I guess, as if it's a problem. Oh no, you guys have to listen to the streamer communicate. Crazy. You have that need for silliness? Yes. I always have a bit of a need for silliness. But like controlled silliness, you know? You can't go too crazy goofy. That means you're getting better? I mean, they already knew that I was. It's just nice to have the, like, it's just nice to feel it, I guess. And to, like, take advantage of the fact that I'm feeling it. Because, like, man, it was really bad. It's nice to not feel as bad. Between us, I've always thought you give the super smart girl vibe. I was smart? Well, I mean, I do think that I still have that vibe. I just think that, like, you know, you can still be silly while also being a super smart girl. That's me. I know how to balance it, you know? Like, I have the mix of being, like, super insightful, but also it takes a certain amount of smartness to be able to turn your brain off and go silly. Go goofy! That's me. Sometimes smart people enjoy being silly. So true. Sometimes you just don't want to have to think about stuff. Sometimes you just want to turn your brain off and ramble about nothing for a little while. And that's not so bad. You are a silly little guy, but super intelligent. Aw, thank you. I like being a silly little guy. I unironically can't imagine non-silly Kaya or Ron. I think Ron does have moments of non-silly. She would like to convince you of otherwise. But she does have moments of non-silly. Kaya, though, I think non-silly Kaya is usually the behind-the-scenes Kaya. I think Kaya on stream is just full silly. Completely takes off the silly inhibitors. Oh, my nose. Blech. But I've seen non-silly Kaya in, like, behind-the-scenes situations. I do think of Hanamizuki, though. I am probably the most serious? But not in the, like, no fun allowed type of serious, you know what I mean? It's more that I'm just, like, I think I'm just more chill. I have, like, a more, I don't want to say restrained, but restrained is the best word I can think of, but, like, restrained sort of silliness. My favorite bits in your streams are when chat says silly things and you play the role of the exasperated straight man. I love being the straight man. Being the Tsukomi to you guys' bulk is really, really fun for me. I don't know what it is about it. I just think it's silly. That's the kind of silly that I like to be. The most hinged. That's true. I am like the one reason that Hanamizuki has not completely fallen off the door hinge. It's thanks to me. You're welcome. Does a non-silly Reina and she even exist? I mean, there are moments. I do think that they are primarily, like, lighthearted and cheerful types, though. Don't bonk with the paper fan? Well, you have to not say something that makes me go nandeyanin. So you gotta pay attention. You gotta make sure you follow up your jokes properly. If it helps, honey is good for your throat. I was saying it earlier, but I have honey flavored like lozenges, and I think the throat coat tea that I have also has some honey in it. Though that's more like mint. Or not mint. What am I talking about? What is in that freaking tea? I don't even remember. I made it and then it did literally nothing, and so I haven't drank it since. But I have it, I guess, in case of an emergency. Now I'm imagining Ron and Kaya dancing on a swaying ajar door, and you've got a screwdriver desperately holding together the final hinge. Yeah, that's about right. I'm just like, please, we can't break this door, and the other two are just like, wee. But I love that for them. Been drinking a cinnamon tea after public speaking. Ooh. Cinnamon tea. That sounds tolerable. I don't really like tea. Well, okay. I like iced tea. You're seeing my problem, right? I don't like warm drinks. So most hot tea I don't really like. I can drink it. I just don't really enjoy the experience of it. But a cinnamon tea sounds tolerable because I really like cinnamon. Especially like warm cinnamon. That sounds kind of nice. I might look into that as an option in the future. We talking iced sweet or non-sweet tea? Iced sweet? I also like iced non-sweet. That's because I like mixing tea with like other things. Like tea and lemonade together? Yum. Delicious. So in that case, you don't really need to sweeten the tea because the lemonade is usually already sweet. But iced sweet tea by itself is also nice. Every Jin has that one member with the inner thoughts of, I'm surrounded by idiots. No, I don't think that Ron and Kaya are idiots. I don't think Ron is an idiot. I'm kidding. I don't think Kaya is an idiot either. That was a joke. Disclaimer, joke. I don't think my Gen mates are idiots. But no, I don't literally think that they are idiots. You know what I mean? There's just something about our dynamic where I have to be the straight man, the voice of reason. Ron can kind of switch depending on the situation, because I feel like she often looks at me and Kaya's shenanigans and is just like, what are those two doing? But, I think that, when it's the three of us together, I think Ron is enabled to be silly by Kaya. And so that means that I have to be over here like, oh no. Oh no, please. You guys are a funny trio. I agree. Can you believe it's almost our 6 months? I was thinking about that earlier. I was just like, man, I can't believe how soon our 6th month is going to hit. I can't believe how soon a lot of, like, big anniversary things are going to be happening. Isn't that crazy? I cannot believe it. What, really? Yeah! It's insane. Soon, but it's 6 months. No, not yet. It's 6 months, next month. This month is the 5 month. I think. I don't know. Passage of time is weird. I think based on what we're doing, it's next month. Yeah. The babies are growing up so fast. We are! Just think, after 6 months, in another 6 months, it's going to be our 1 year. That's the thing that's crazy to me. Like, the fact that we're already coming up on the 6 months is what's making me think about, the fact that the 1 year will be coming up soon, too. The passage of time is kind of crazy. Imagine a full year with the one and Oni. Wow, a whole year with me. And then you get to rewatch your debut. No I don't. Smile. What if I just don't? That'd be fun. What if I just don't? I think that'd be fun. I think that'd be funny, silly. Have you enjoyed it so far with us? I have. I like to joke about how much I hate it here and how you guys drive me crazy, which is still true, but I have really enjoyed my time here. A lot of things that I never thought would be possible for me have become possible through being part of production kawaii and like being with Hanamizuki, forming my own audience and stuff. It's been nice. I really like it. I feel very grateful. Yuno trying to outrun her cringe past. Hey, I don't think my debut was that cringe. I think the only thing that was cringe was that I was like so nervous that my voice was even higher than usual. I think that was the only thing that was cringe. I feel like the stream itself was rather polished. I guess maybe the other thing was that I went way under time, but I don't know. Other than that, I think I did okay. I kind of feel bad for the boba pizza now. Okay, wait. Let me understand the sentence. Do you mean that you feel bad for making me have the boba pizza? Or do you mean that you feel bad for the boba pizza for being saved for being used as the 5K reward? Quote-unquote reward. It sounds like you are expressing pity towards the bobitsa. No excuse to not watch it? There's excuses. Sorry that it went into the trash unsavored. I ate 2 slices of that thing. You cannot say that it was unsavored. I ate 2 very big slices, even though it was very disgusting. I feel bad the pizza got thrown out. What was I supposed to do? 2 slices too much, thank you. Finally, the voice of reason. Man, I never want to do that again. And don't think I didn't see you guys talking about the boba pizza to Hiyori. I will reiterate, don't do that to any of Ephemera. I will destroy you. They don't deserve this. Give the leftovers to Kaya. I don't know if she would have... I mean... I think she would have been okay with most of the things on that pizza. I don't know if she's... Is she one of the pineapple on pizza enjoyers? She might have enjoyed that. I think the one thing that she might have been kind of towards would be the anchovies. But I think other than that, she would have been okay with most of the stuff on it. Apparently, Ron Sukiha was also okay with everything on it, and probably would have eaten it also. I don't understand. Like, the fact that I kept posting the pictures of how disgusting that pizza was, and Ron was like, ooh, that looks so yummy. Ron? Ron Sukiha? Are you okay, ma'am? I mean, I love you, you're my wife, but also, are you sure about that? How is pineapple hated when boba is an option? Okay, so the original point of the reward, quote unquote, was that it was just supposed to be a cheese pizza with boba on it. It's actually considered like a dessert in some countries. But my audience was not happy with just boba. They were like, you need to have something else besides the boba. That's too tame. So I polled everybody for ideas for more ingredients, and so we ended up with a monstrosity. But why though? I don't know. To watch the world burn, I guess. Do we ever truly know why? I still wonder if I had a pizza that just had boba on it and nothing else. That probably would have been fairly good. But yeah. Spaghetti and anchovy boba pizza. No, that wasn't spaghetti. Those were spicy noodles. That was bulldog ramen. I can't say that word right. Bulldog? Something like that. I'm not very good at pronouncing Korean. Anyway, so it was spicy ramen, anchovies, boba, pineapple, cheese, red sauce. Yeah. Brazil made chocolate pizza and it's a bit too much candy. What do you mean? That sounds amazing. I would eat a chocolate pizza. What if I just get like a big dessert pizza for for my next incentive when I finally hit 10K? Speaking of which, I will be trying to push for that again after this week when I have finally kicked this illness out of my body. I will get to it. It's just, I needed to take it a bit slow this week. We will push. We will get there. We are kind of close, though. Like, we're only, like, 230 subs away. So I feel like it'll be pretty easy to push and get there. And before you make 10K this week, I mean, that'd be pretty crazy. Wouldn't it just be so crazy if I was able to get it this week despite being sick? Wow, crazy. Wow, that'd be so wild and crazy. We would still probably have to do a celebration next week, but it would be doable. Yeah, short stream. My short stream luck has been pretty bad. First time I had to cancel because I had bad tummy ache. Then I had to cancel because I was literally falling apart with everything going on. I didn't reschedule it this week because I just didn't want to run the risk of it having to be canceled because of my remaining illness. Because I think that if, like, random people on in the shorts algorithm were to see me sniffling and coughing and sounding like this, they would just be like, anime girls get sick? No way! Anime girls aren't supposed to be sick! Girls don't get sick of my anime! Or something, and then I don't want to deal with all that, man. I don't need confused 12-year-olds. They're already gonna be pretty confused. I knew a guy that convinced a pizza guy to do pizza with barbecue sauce. That's pretty common, though. I don't think that's that out there. There's, like, tons of examples of barbecue pizza. Why are you doing that voice so well? Because I'm sick and my nose is already very stuffy. Little kid voices are pretty easy to do when you have a stuffy nose. This VTuber is literally dying. God, you're so right. I could clickbait the heck out of it. I will literally die if I don't get 10k. Could you imagine? That would have been hilarious, though. You're weeding out the weak ones who don't know the pleasures of nurturing a sick girl back to health. That's true. That's true. Like. If you don't get 10k, you can have a funeral stream. Kyle's already done a funeral stream, though. I wouldn't want to copy. I do like where your head's at, though. I'll set up a, like... I think if I was going to do my own version of a funeral stream, I would make it so that you guys could submit your own eulogies for me. And it would be like a funeral roast where, like, I'd be set up in the coffin, right? And then, I would set up the text-to-speech thing, and then you guys could submit your own eulogies, and you could roast me, and I would have to try really hard to, like, not laugh. I think that's how I would do it. Funeral roast. It would be so funny if I could get some of the other kawaii girls to roast me, but I don't think any of them are that mean. I think we are all too nice to each other, generally. Please let this happen, it would be so funny. If you laugh, Batsu. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That'd be really funny. Yuno could always roast us instead. No, I mean, if the point of it is that it's my funeral, then, like, you guys are supposed to be, like, roasting me because I'm finally dead, you know? You could be like, oh, finally. That Oni girl keeps saying that our souls are connected by fate, but now that she's dead, we're not connected anymore. That's why I think it could be funny. But we'd be sad? I mean, sure, but the roast would be hilarious. But we roast you all the time. Man, you can't just say that. You can't just admit it. That's messed up. Good to see you again, by the way. Thank you. I'm happy to be back. Play any new games while resting? Not really. I mostly revisited old ones. Or, like, logged in to do my dailies in Star Rail. That was about it. No new games. Not really pursuing new games while sick. Yeah, I missed you. I missed you guys too. Yeah, it would be a try not to crack challenge. I think that'd be very funny. I have to figure out if I have to think about the logistics of it before I can fully commit, but that would definitely be a fun stream to do, I think. You see any new games coming out you're looking forward to? I do still want to play the Peach game. I think that comes out this month, right? I forget what it's called. The Peach game. Peach game. Yeah, Princess Peach Showtime. When does that come out? The 22nd. Oh, so that comes out in a few days. I did want to play that, though. I also need the pink Joy-Cons like crazy. Did you pre-order those pink Joy-Cons? Not yet. Are they gone? I was sick, so I don't know. I think I might have missed the window. I will literally cry. Hold on. Where are they? Okay, first result here is that they're sold out on this site. Why are they so expensive? I'm still going insane over this. Oh, they go on sale the same day as the Peach game. That makes sense, because I do think that they're coming out because of the Peach game. So, okay, I'm good. Okay. Phew! I was sweating. I do not want to miss these. There's still a chance, gamers. We're so in. Okay, but do you think when it says releases 3/22, do you think that that means midnight? Or do you think that that means, like, a different time, like, locally? That's my concern. That's my worry. Got a little bit of work left. Good luck with the rest of your work. Thank you for popping in. Means you camp the website like you would on midnight releases at the game store. Okay, bet. Okay, easy. Okay, so midnight the 22nd. That is a Friday. That's easy. I can stay up that night. I can stay up Thursday. I can stay up on Thursday. That's fine. That's easy. That's easy. No problem. Easy. Annoying when games don't release at midnight, especially digitally, and they make you wait until afternoon. Yeah, that's why I was worried about it. I was just like, do you think that they mean midnight? But no, I'm going for it. But also, why are they being priced, like, so expensive? These Joy-Cons cost more than a Switch game. Like, a hard copy of a Switch game. Well, I mean, I guess some digital copies of particular Switch games are around the same price, but, like, they cost more! The Joy-Cons cost more than the video game! What the hell? You know, when girls talk about pink tax, they're not lying. How much more do they cost than normal Joy-Cons? Good question, actually. How much do normal Joy-Cons cost? I don't know. I don't usually buy Joy-Cons. Nintendo Switch Joy-Cons. So if I compare prices on, like... Actually, what if I go to... Because I'm already on the Nintendo site for the pink Joy-Cons. What if I check the... Joy-Cons. Yeah, okay, so these freaking Joy-Cons... Alright, maybe they are about the same price. I was surprised that they're so expensive, though. Big Pink inflating the price of pink things. So true. Have Joy-Cons always been this expensive? I genuinely don't know, because I've just always used the Joy-Cons that came with my with my Switch. But they're like $80. Why? Why are the controllers $80? Games are like $60. Why are the controllers that expensive? I don't get it. Really? They've been that price since launch? I feel like they should have been cheaper. But again, I don't know things. Dang. Because you're supposed to only buy them once? I guess that's fair. Games are starting to be 80 now, so don't worry, soon controllers will be less than games. It doesn't make me feel better, actually. You saying that, surprisingly, doesn't make me feel better. That's crazy. The price that I must pay for pink things. It's worth it. Sobs. If you divide the controller price by the number of games you can play with it, it'll be way cheaper. Now that is some math that I can get behind, even if that is math that you have to do while smoking large amounts of copium. Hell yeah, that's the kind of math I like to see. Big games cost $100 after tax? Ew! 100! That's crazy. If they made a new pink Switch in its entirety, would you buy it? Let me put it this way. I was very close to buying the Animal Crossing Switch, even though the Animal Crossing Switch was pastel blue and pastel green. That's how much I love pastels. If these assholes made a pink Switch that had the same sort of cute aesthetic vibe to it that the Animal Crossing Switch did, my wallet would be open. I wouldn't have a choice. I think my wallet would open itself. I think it would just understand that that's what it was intended for. I think my wallet knows its purpose in life, and I think it would manifest, you know? And then before I know it, it's already in my cart, and I've already clicked order, and it's due to come to my house in like a week, you know? Kirby Switch? Bro, you're so right. You're so right. If they made a pink Switch, it would be Kirby. I would have to buy it. Oh god. You're so right. No, it would be Kirby. I really would have to get it. Kirby's my son. Oh no. So true. Please don't die. I can't control it, unfortunately. Poyo tax. So true, though. I would pay the Poyo tax. I have to do it. It's for him. So I guess to answer your question, yes, because odds are the pastel pink Switch would be Kirby themed. If you die, please make it viewer participation. Hey, what does that mean? What do you mean by that? I'm sorry? What do you mean by that? You don't need to know. Smile. Ominous. Kirby is a powerful being, he deserves it. Yeah, he would take the money that I spend on the pink Kirby Switch and use it to buy himself a delicious, yummy cake. And honestly, I love that for him. Wasn't there that, like... What was that game called? Kirby... Sweet... No. Kirby... What was that Kirby game called? It was the freaking, It was the game where you, like, roll around and you eat a bunch of cake. It was like a Nintendo eShop exclusive. Kirby... No. Kirby... Sweet... No. You're seeing my sick brain in real time. The racing ball one? No, no, no. It was like, it's a newer one. It's a Switch eShop exclusive. It's it has like, it's like a cake theme. You're racing against like 3 other people, and you have to get you have to eat a bunch of cake, and then you get big. The point of the game is get big. I don't remember what it's called. I don't remember what it's called. Oh, this is gonna drive me crazy. Kirby, cake game. Dream Buffet! That's what it's called! Oh my god. Why did I forget that? Anyway, I just wanted to say that I thought about playing that. I was like, what if I played that on a stream one day? We have the perms. Kirby counts because it's a Nintendo IP. That's all I wanted to say. Why did I have to literally experience IRL brain lag just to say that? It wasn't even a useful conversation topic. We can play all the Kirby, this is true. Man, I love Kirby. Hey, Nami!
Bruh.
Why are we running? What happened? Hi, Reiner. Thank you for the $135. Hi, Raiders. Hope you guys had a good stream. I am still recovering, so I might not sound 100% good. I will also be coughing a lot. I'm sorry, but also hi. Hope you had a good stream. We're talking about Kirby right now. So it puts us at the daily goal. Thank you. I see you are still dying. Yes, but it's okay. It is okay. We ball. Joy-Cons are technically 2 controllers, so it's 40 each. You're just forced to buy both. By the way, the Sakura Boba Pizza was decent. Expensive, but would try again. Can I blame you for me losing my voice at HoloFest since fates are connected? Oh no, I'm sorry you lost your voice at HoloFest! Worst place to lose it, too. But it could have also just been because you were excited. I'm glad the Sakura Boba Pizza was decent. Oh, Pira, thank you for gifting the memberships. Thank you, thank you.
May the Oni lights guide you back to me.
Let's go. Memberships. Yippee.
May the Oni lights guide you back to me.
Haven't heard that alert in a while.
May the Oni lights guide you back
So yeah,
to
thank
me.
you, thank you. Anyway, Kirby. So the reason we were talking about Kirby is because I was talking about wanting the pink Joy-Cons, and someone brought up the idea of them ever making a pink Nintendo Switch. similar to how they made the like unique Animal Crossing Switch, and I was like, oh, if it had a cute theme, probably. And then someone was like, oh, it'd probably be Kirby. So basically, if they ever release a pink Kirby Switch, it's over for me. Although I think if the rumors are anything to go by, because people keep pushing this idea of a Switch 2 coming soon, I wonder if they're going to wait to make a Kirby Switch for after the Switch 2 exists, or like whatever the new version of the Switch is going to be. I picture you camping the pre-orders. The minute that thing is released, brother, I will literally be sitting there just like refreshing the page non-stop, just like, I'm ready, I'll be here, I will get it, it will be mine. But I do look forward to it. It would be really fun to, it would be really fun to have a pink Switch, I think. I don't mind, like, the normal Switch, and I never really was like a Switch Lite person. I actually like being able to play all my games on my monitor, so I don't really have a purpose for the Lite. But also, the Lite is not the right shade of pink. It's like a weird salmon pink, and I don't really like salmon pink. Like, it's okay. It's still pink, but I don't really like salmon pink. I like pastel shades of pink. The paler, the better. So, I think that a, Kirby Switch would probably be the right kind of pale pink. The pink Joy-Cons as well are also the right shade of pink. They need to be like a baby pink, you know what I mean? They can't really be like a red pink. Me arguing about colors as if you guys understand what I'm talking about. I'm assuming you know what I'm talking about, okay? Okay. Do you remember Kirby Right Back At Ya? I do! I loved that show when I was younger. All I heard is pink and I know that color. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. No, I get it. I'm very particular about my shades of pink. What is the difference? Pink is pink? Okay, I'm gonna pull up a bunch of pink shades and you are going to understand what I'm talking about. I will forcibly educate you right now. You will understand today. I will inform you. I love that everyone's just going, oh no. You're gonna learn today. You asked what the difference is, therefore I'm afraid I simply have to tell you what the difference is. You brought this on yourself. You could have just been like, cool, anyway. But you did this. You did this! I barely understand animals now. I have to suffer through colors. Hold on. I have to find a good image for this so that I can articulate my point properly. Let's see. Yeah, this is fine. It'll work. Although I don't know why it has fuchsia on here, because fuchsia is literally purple. But okay. Go off, I guess. Widowy, that's purple, but okay. Whatever you say. Guys, it's not gonna be that bad. It's just gonna be me talking about colors. I don't know why you're acting like this is gonna be, like, miserable. I'm not teaching you all the colors, I'm just teaching you differences in pinks. This is like a really elementary example. Hi. I'm peeking out like this because otherwise you're gonna complain about not being able to see me. So here is an example of like some shades of pink. So the switch light is probably closest to either dark pink or like watermelon, which is like a very kind of salmon-y color. I know there's like an actual salmon hex code on there, but it's like more orangey. That's not quite what I mean. Meanwhile, the shades of pink that I like tend to be more like flamingo or bubblegum. Technically even pastel, but pastel might be a little bit too light for my taste. But I do prefer like flamingo and bubblegum. What makes dark pink dark? I mean, that's still dark compared to a lot of the more like acceptable shades of pink. Some of those are just straight purple. That's what I'm saying! Fuchsia is literally purple! Why is it on this list? That makes no freaking sense, bro. I don't get it. Fuchsia is literally the most purple shade. By the looks of it, your cheeks are bubblegum? Well, I think my cheeks are actually more, blush? Maybe? There's more red to them. What's an acceptable shade of dark pink? For me? That's tough. I guess blush is probably the closest because it's a form of pink that is like a little bit paler. In terms of my favorite pink, definitely, at least in this list, flamingo. That is the ideal shade of pink for me. I also like bubblegum. Bubblegum is usually a bit, like, darker than this. I don't know why this version of bubblegum is so light. But, I like bubblegum pinks, too. Pastel pink is a bit too pale in these hex codes. Neon pink is also good. I really like neon pink. Basically, that whole row, flamingo, bubblegum, and neon. Love those. Good pinks. But no, see, that's the difference. I don't really like the watermelon is, I think, what the Switch Lights color is, and I don't really like that. That's a column? True. My bad. Shoot, my bad. Personally, I think bright pink is more neon than neon pink. Yeah, I think I would agree with that. This is a really bad example of, like, colors, but it's a very rudimentary, like... a very rudimentary look. I could have gotten a more complex one. There are some other, like, crazy pink shades. I could have gone goofier with this. There was one that was, like, it had like 40 different shades of pink on it. I think that would have made you guys go crazy. You're telling me there are more shades? There are so many more shades of pink. There are so many. You're lying? I'm not. You wish I was lying, but I'm not. Are you going to bring in the color wheel and explain color theory? Well, see, the problem is I don't know color theory, so I couldn't do that even if I wanted to. I just think colors go burr, you know? That's about it. I do have really good, like, color vision, though. Here, hold on. I'll use this one. This one is more colors. Or more shades, I guess. Oh, this is also a smaller, more handy chart. Look! I'll make it a little bit bigger so you can see the text. So here's more examples of shades of pink. Let's see. Of these pinks, the pinks that I tend to like are rose pink. I love rose pink. That's a good pink. Lavender, even though that's a purple, I don't know why they made that like a baby pink. Creamy? Creamy is good. Carnation, that's a really good pink. Amaranth, really good pink. Taffy, wonderful pink. Flamingo, still a good pink. Bubblegum, decent pink. Lemonade, not yellow. Throw this into the garbage. Pink lemonade exists, though. Pink lemonade exists. It's a different kind of lemonade, but it does exist. I think it's a darker pink than that, though. Well, yeah, good pinks. I think the Switch Lite is probably like a combination between brick and punch. Like, it's around there. Don't really like those. They're a bit too red. I like the more concentrated pinks. Like creamy, carnation, bubblegum, taffy, and flamingo. I think those are all really good pinks. Thank you for coming to my pink rating talk. And now you are educated and you understand a little bit about the different shades of pink. You're welcome. You did learn something this OniMon, even if it wasn't necessarily, intended. Will there be a test? Nah. It's just useful information. I cannot promise how much of this I will retain. That's fine. I just think it's useful for you to know, especially if you ever want to get me pink things. You need to know which shades of pink to get, you know? Joking, by the way. You should write a book called 50 Shades of Pink. I should not do that. I don't think so. Just give us the hex codes. That image did have the hex codes. It does have the hex codes. They're right there. You'll get a bottle of pink sauce and you'll like it. No! Poisoning! Poisoning! I just got over an illness. You would really poison your streamer in this way? Yuck. Training your immune system by killing me? Is pink sauce still a thing? It shouldn't be. At least I didn't think it was. The last I heard about it, it had that big scandal about how she was like throwing a stink about how she wasn't seeing any royalties or whatever, but it was because she had actually like spent all of the money and just wanted more from the people that she sold it to. Because she didn't understand how selling the rights works. That was the last I heard about it anyway. For me, pink sauce is mayo and ketchup. Well, okay, if we're talking about mayo chup slaps. Although I think mayo chup is more of a, like, orange than a pink. I think if your mayo chup looks really pink, then that is a problem. Because when I mix mayo chup, it's more like orangey. As for what actual pink sauce tastes like, I have no idea. My sister, what some mayo chup do you make? What do you mean? It gets kind of like orange, like a little bit orangey. Who calls it mayo chup? It's fry sauce. I call it mayo chup. I saw another place call it freaking like mayonnaise once, and I was like, mayonnaise? Ew. It's mayo chup. If you're gonna mash the words together, at least choose the mashup that makes sense. I think it's more pink when it's on the fry sauce side of mayo chup. Maybe. I suppose that's true. Whenever I've seen it, it's always looked a little bit more like orange-ish. I'll take mayo chup over whatever you said. Yeah, KNA is disgusting. I could never. That just doesn't sound appetizing. At least mayo chup sounds a little bit appetizing because you kind of know, you know what the two things are. I've seen it sold in stores pre-mixed under mayo chup. Yeah, exactly. Mayo chup. No, my mayo's not yellowish, it's white. But like the pre-mixed stuff looks a little bit more orange. I don't know why. You buy it pre-mixed? Yeah, what about it? It's easier to squeeze onto my sandwiches that way. I don't buy it super often though. Mostly because it's hard to get through an entire, like, bottle of it. Why would you buy it pre-mixed? Half the fun is mixing your own ratio. See, I'm lazy though is the thing. And why would I buy a separate jar of mayonnaise and ketchup when I could just have the pre-mixed stuff? I mean, I've also, like, mixed it before. So, like, I tried not to be... No. Smile. That's why you go big brain and just buy condiment packets for mixing instead of whole jars. Longer shelf life, just mix what you need. Do the packets have a longer shelf life than the jars? I never thought about it like that. I wonder what the science behind that would be. Because it's still just being stored the same way, no? Now you're making me crave some fries with mayo chup. I wish I could have fries. But those are one of the things that would hurt my throat, so I can't. I'm very sad about it. I miss fries. The jars get exposed to air every time you open them. They're more airtight. Oh! Packets are single use, so they stay sealed until you use them. Jars, you break the seal the first time you open them. That's so true! Man, you guys are so smart. I never thought about it like that. Maybe that is the big brain play. I should just buy a bunch of mayonnaise packets and ketchup packets. Maybe that is the move. Our souls are connected by fate, so I'll eat some fries and you'll experience them through me. See, our souls are connected by fate, but our stomachs are not. So I don't think it'll work like that. I don't think it'll work like that. No, the big brain move is technically making your own, like, from scratch? Nah. That would be way too much work. I think not. You're talking to the same people who can't identify animals? Oh god, you're so right. I can't believe I just called you guys smart. You're smart in certain areas, and then very, very not smart in other areas. I don't know how my taste buds connected to anyone else's. Yeah, I think that would be a terrible experience, personally. We're smart in every areas. Look at that sentence and say that again. Look at that sentence and reconsider. Selective intelligence. We even knew you guys have selective intelligence. But there's nothing wrong with that. I also have selective intelligence. I am very smart in several areas, but then there are other areas where I just know nothing. Not a dang thing. You're smart in all areas. Nope. Still didn't get it. Still didn't get it. Name one area you have no idea at. Building furniture. No idea. I can follow an instruction manual. I can't do much else. Even then, sometimes when I follow the instruction manual, I don't get it right somehow. You're just trying to get us to build furniture for you? No? You asked me for an example of something I don't know, so I said what I don't know. So IKEA is your enemy? I've actually never built a piece of IKEA furniture. But I hear the stories. People are either like, oh, it's so easy, or oh, it's so hard. So I don't know. The only thing I know about IKEA building is that it has like a lot of like split parts. And they're all like labeled, so that it can be kind of hard to find the labels for everything. That's all I know about it. There isn't an IKEA near me on Onigashima, so I've never had IKEA furniture. But like when I tried to build my desk chair, I followed the instructions to a T, but then it still ended up having issues, and I was like, how did that happen? I followed the directions. IKEA instructions always have 0 words, it's all pictures, so imagine figuring that out. Oh. I mean, I feel like I would work better with visuals than I would with all text. At least when it comes to building stuff. Usually I prefer text instructions, but I think when it comes to building, it's nicer to be able to see each step. What if Yuno builds a Gunpla? Oh no, Gunpla have way too many tiny parts. I also don't have the space on my desk to build one. I would need to get a new desk before I could even think about doing anything like that. New desk, new box situation. Maybe I will consider doing like hand cam stuff after that, but those are the 2 big things I have to handle before I could even think about it. And even then, I'm still not sure I want to. It's just something I am considering. But it's something that would be in the far-off future. Gotta get stable enough to maintain my own box first. I've also seen instructions that are only words. Yeah, if it's only words, I feel like that could also be a bit, difficult to understand. So I get that too. I have like a tickle in the back of my throat. It's starting to get itchy. If box is unstable, more struts. No, when I say box, I mean like my living situation, like my house. I don't mean a literal box. But I mean, I guess also a box. I don't remember how this joke started, but somebody brought up the idea of me being small enough to live in a box. So, I just started calling my living space my box. So that's what that means, for people who aren't aware. Honey, lemon, and tea. I'm getting so tired of it. I was getting kind of tired of soup for a while, too. I was just like, this sucks. I want something else. I want substance. I'm dying. And there was a point where I got soup. Like, I ordered a chicken rice soup, and it was so bland. I think they overcooked the chicken. So, like, the broth ended up tasting really good, because it had a lot of chicken flavor, but, like, the chicken pieces in it, they were so dry. I was like, why are you dry? You are in a soup. Why are you dry? And it was just, like, dry and bland and not yummy. So that was very sad, and then that turned me off of soup for a little while, because I was just like, that soup was so disappointing. But I can't really eat anything besides soup. I literally went so insane that I still went ahead with, like, eating a salad, and then eating the salad really hurt my throat, and I was in pain for, like, the entire night, but I was just like, but I'm so glad to have real food in my little tummy. How do they dehydrate soup? No, the soup itself was fine, but, like, the soup was a chicken rice soup, right? So it was the chicken broth, and then it had the rice in it, and then it had like pieces of chicken in it too, like ripped up chicken. But for some reason, even though it was sitting like in the broth, and it should have been like, you know, juicy because it was sitting in soup, when I took bites of the chicken, it was very like dry and chewy and bland, and for some reason it just didn't have any flavor. And I was like, but you are in soup. But you are in soup, why are you dry? I don't understand how that happened. That was what happened. But at least the broth was kind of yummy. That was like the only good thing about it. I was talking about it to a friend afterwards, and we determined that they probably just overcooked the chicken. Was it that the chicken had no flavor, or were you losing your sense of taste due to being sick? I had my sense of taste because I could taste the broth, and I could taste the green onions that were in the broth. It was just the chicken that was not very tasty. So it was basically a bland protein shred? Mm-hmm. Basically. It was not very yummy. But even the rice in the soup was kind of bland. I was kind of surprised. But at least the broth was good. I ended up just drinking the broth and then I didn't consume anything else. Which, like, fair enough. Broth was the main thing that was helping my throat anyway. But yeah, I was... Ugh. It's been miserable having to, like, limit what I consume, because a lot of the things that I like to eat are things that are not good for a sore throat. So, I've been kind of struggling. Don't have a lot of options. But I will get through it. Hopefully, I won't have to be limiting myself like this for much longer. Do you prefer rice or noodles in your chicken soup? I can go either way. it kind of depends on the noodles. I've gotten so used to eating ramen that I kind of prefer like slurpy ramen noodles as opposed to like the more thick noodles in a traditional chicken soup. But like from this particular place, I prefer chicken rice soup. It's probably the weather that caused you to get so sick. It was really warm when I was outside that day, though. And it was after I came back inside that I felt the tickles. That's why I thought it was allergies. I was like, oh, was it because it was warm out and there was like pollen or something? But I don't know. I will never know. Egg noodles are the best in chicken soup. That's fair. I think if I had to choose a noodle that wasn't like a ramen noodle or like a stringy noodle, I would probably choose egg noodles. Yummy. Temperature swings are great for weakening immunity. Oh, true. It could still maybe be allergies. Well, I know that there was a sign of infection. So I think that if it was allergies, it just turned into a sinus infection. Like maybe it started as allergies and then became something else. I just want it to be over. And the worst part is that the temperature is still swinging. Like it was super cold and like snowy outside today. And that sucked too. I can't win. Okay. Well, I just need to make it for like 2 more minutes and I'll be at my goal. But I was about to say I think I should stop because I can feel the scratching kicking back up in my throat. I'm miserable, but it's okay. I'm gonna get through it. I'm gonna be strong. We'll be strong. Big strong Oni. We're gonna get through this. It's gonna be okay. But yeah, I apologize if the rest of this week I sound like a, dying, what's a good comparison? Like, yes, I am dying, but like, what do I sound like? A dying, anime girl? Yeah, sure. A dying bear? I don't know if I sound like a bear. Dying sopping wet beast? No! Why am I being put in the sopping wet beast tier? I don't deserve this. That's crazy. You're asking us for animals? It doesn't have to be an animal. We'll go with dying Oni. I think that's the safest answer. But yeah, I'm going to sound like a dying Oni probably for the rest of this week. But I am doing my best to rest. I will be like resting and recovering, as best as I can when I am not streaming. That's why I'm not streaming as much as I usually do this week, because I wanted to take more time to rest. You sound like you, just with a cough? Well, that's good. Because I'm still sick, I don't sound like myself in my own ears, because my ears are kind of being messed with from the illness. And I sound really, really stuffy. I sound stuffier compared to my normal, I think. But, I'm gonna be getting a lot of rest in still this week, but I wanted to try and come back and, stream as much as I can, so I will be doing my best. I apologize if I'm coughing a lot and if the noise is a bit, hard to listen to. I don't know. I feel bad for coughing so much, but sometimes the coughs just come and I can't, like, stop myself in time to, like, mute, so, this is just how it is for right now. But I am taking care. I'll keep you guys updated if I have to take, like, more time off, depending on how things go after this, but yeah. Stop apologizing. I can't! It's just my instinct. I'm just like, but I be good streamer. I want be good streamer. But yeah, I appreciate your patience still. Thank you for kindly welcoming me back. I am going to head off now and force more soup into my body. I'm gonna do my best to get better. Tomorrow we're gonna play more Shape of Things because that's pretty low-key and chill and should be good for chilling and like relaxing. And then I am off for 2 days, so yeah.
It's a super chat, so that means it deserves a super jingle.
Thank you for the super chat. Get well soon. Glad to see you. Thanks for streaming even in this condition. Thank you for coming. It is always nice to still see people after I've gone from a break. I mean, this is technically the second break I've ever taken. I really shouldn't be that surprised, but still. Thank you for putting up with sick Buno. I'm gonna be a whiny baby this week, probably. But thank you again for spending time with me. I hope you have a good rest of your time zone. And until I see you again, Yinotsu. Oh, that was really in my nose. Yinotsu. Why do I sound like this? Ugh! Yinotsu.
An offering. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the donation. I was right about to hit the end screen. Thank you. Soup fun? Nah, food fun. You're right. I will save that until I can get food. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, Yinotsu. For real this time. Bye-bye.